it's amazing how resistant parents are, and actually people are in general, to changing their diet when it comes to eczema. It's unbelievable. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get this food allergy test from their like dermatologist," and like most of the time that's just like an IgE kind of skin prick test. And again, IgE stuff's it's okay, but that's kind of more on the anaphylactic side. That tends to not be the massive driver. Of course, if you have any IgE stuff like environmentally, like dander and cedar and Austin, obviously we can get a really good high quality HEPA filter with a activated charcoal filter as well to kind of filter a lot of this stuff out to keep the indoor environment good. We'll put some links down below for the recommended air filters that we use with our patients, cutting out all of the scents and fragrances in detergents, in laundry, everything. No dryer sheets, all that stuff makes a big difference. Keeping the skin moist does help, because if the skin's already dry, you're more prone to itch it. If you itch it, you increase the inflammation. It's this vicious cycle. And the problem is, if you're kind of naturally oriented, a lot of the things that may have like an essential oil or something in there that may be more natural that you may think is helpful, because the immune system is already hypersensitive, that may actually flare it up and make it worse. And so one of the things that we'll use is just a really clean, super hypoallergenic moisturizer. I'll put a couple in the links down below that I found to be successful. There's a couple off the bat of my head I could think of. Vanacream makes one called Vanapply. That's a really excellent one. There's one by La Roche-Posay. It's a Lipicar Balm. That's another really good hypoallergenic one. Aveeno makes one that's decent with a little bit of oatmeal in there. The colloid in the oatmeal can be helpful, but keeping that skin moist can be helpful so you're not scratching. Won't fix it though, right? There's no magic solution, but it will at least help to calm it down. And then I find, like, if you're a mom and you're breastfeeding your kid, you have to change the foods that you're eating, because that is going to get passed down to your child and can stimulate their immune system. And so typically for a good month or so, and then we do a very methodical reintroduction. I know with my wife, eggs were a big trigger for a while. And now she can do eggs, and my kiddos can do eggs, but for a while they couldn't. And so we had to keep that really under control for a bit. And probiotics did help as well, and really helping to support good bacteria help. But we had to really do everything kind of full cycle. And we did use a little bit of that Elidel, calcium urinase inhibitor, just a little bit to calm it down. But it'd be like for a day or two, and then we would do all the other things. And salicylates were a little bit problematic as well. So we did try to cut some of those things down. And it's like, imagine the immune system's all wound up, and we're just trying to calm it down. And once you have it below a threshold, so to speak, you kind of have a little bit more wiggle room. But until you calm it down to that level, you don't quite have that ability to move.
Yeah, yeah, well said.